internet storytellings, Tales from the Web, an anthology podcast of scary stories and creepypasta. Subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play. So when I was in probably second or third grade, we had an early dismissal. For those of you who don't know, that's when school goes for longer than half a day, but we still get out an hour or so early. I remember sitting silently in class working on math problems when the phone rang. I joked to my friend next to me that I hoped it was for me. We all watched the teacher answer the phone because we knew that 90% of the time it meant someone was leaving class. When the teacher's eyes met with mine, I suddenly got pretty worried. I was an anxious kid, so I immediately thought that someone had died. My teacher said something into the phone and then asked me, "When are you getting off the bus today?" I thought this was really weird. My mom knew when I would be getting home because she had to leave work early, so she'd be home when I got home. I just told the teacher, the normal time. The teacher talked for a few seconds more and hung up the phone. I asked her what it was about, and she told me that my parent just wanted to double check what time I'd get off the bus. I didn't really think about it too much for the rest of the day. Later, I got off the bus and walked home without incident. When I walked into the front door, my mom asked me about my day and took my coat. I remember the look on her face when I asked her, "Why did you call the school to see what time I was getting off the bus?" She looked shocked. She said that she hadn't called the school. I told her the whole story and she immediately started making frantic phone calls. I knew that something was wrong. I watched some TV while my mom talked. About 20 minutes later, my stepdad came home early from work. About 10 minutes after that, a state trooper pulled up. I was pretty scared because I thought that somehow I was in trouble. The state trooper asked me a few questions like, "Has anyone tried to talk to you while you've walked from the bus stop? Have you seen anyone parked at the bus stop who didn't have a kid get into the car? Has anyone tried giving you a ride?" The answer to all of the questions was no. I had never seen anyone suspicious as we lived in a pretty nice neighborhood, and it was mostly old retired folk who lived around us. My mom asked me to go upstairs and pack my bag, as it was my dad's weekend for visitation. When my dad got there to pick me up, he was questioned pretty heavily by the state trooper. I had been eavesdropping from upstairs. My mom called me back down and I left with my dad for the weekend. My dad ended up teaching some basic self-defense, which I thought was pretty cool. I never heard anything about the situation, and eventually I forgot about it. Fast forward to today. I had been listening to Lazy Masquerade on YouTube, and he narrates a lot of stories from here. I then remembered the whole incident. I asked my mom about it, and what she told me chilled me to my core. She told me that someone had called my school posing as my dad. This man knew my dad's full name, my full name, and my mom's full name. He kept saying that my mother wanted him to pick me up from the bus stop because she wasn't going to be able to leave work early. The school didn't even bother calling my mother. I believe that the only thing that saved me from being abducted was the fact that I had told the man that I'd be getting off the bus at the normal time, which was around 3:15. I had actually gotten off the bus at around 1:45. So creepy guy he wanted to abduct me? Let's not meet. I'm a lot bigger now, and I don't think you'll have an easy time trying to abduct me. Update. After reading what I had written here, I tried to look at it from an outside perspective. I realized that this guy had probably either been a family member or family friend. This scares me even more because our family lives in the same house, has the same family members, and same family friends. I have a little brother that age that I was back then. Update 2. After talking to my mom again, she told me that she was pretty sure it was that abusive ex-boyfriend that I talked about in the comments. I guess that guy straight up told her that he was going to kidnap me after they broke up.